Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. This week's Parsha is Parshat Vaetchanan. Now, as Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs says, there's the finite game and there's the infinite game. The finite game is what we try achieving. It's our goals that we do on a day-to-day, right? It could even be in years from now, right? Building up a retirement fund, being successful, eating a lot of food, whatever your goals may be in the finite game. That's what it is here and now on this world. And then there's the infinite game, which really takes us forever past our time here on this world. Now, in this week's Parsha, it's such a big Parsha, right? It's all the famous parts of the Torah. We have the Ten Commandments. We have the Shema, right? Everyone knows the Shema. Some serious stuff in this week's Parsha. And then there's one fascinating, you could spend years learning this Parsha, but to me, there's this one fascinating pasuk that stood out. And this pasuk said that the Jews, right, we should do all of the statutes, the mitzvahs, the commandments, the judgments that Hashem has given to us. Why? Because hayashav tov b'nei Hashem, right? Because it's good in the eyes of Hashem, right? It's the right thing. Now, Rashi says on these words, right, why do we have these extra words? And he says it's coming to tell us that as Jews, we're supposed to go lifnim mishur adin. We're supposed to go above and beyond, right? In everything we do, not just what's commanded to us. We should just go above and beyond that. Now, fascinating, Ramban agrees to Rashi that yes, we should go above and beyond in what Hashem has commanded us to do. But not just what Hashem's commanded us to do. So we should go above and beyond even for things that Hashem hasn't commanded us to do. Now, it's a saying in Judaism that the derech chasidim, the way of the righteous, is to be machmir, right? Is to be stringent. It's not to rely on all these loopholes that we could come up with in Judaism, like, oh, you could stay at this guy's house for Shabbos if you do this. Or you could eat at this restaurant if you could this. So the Gemara says the way of the righteous is not to rely on these loopholes at all. It's really to be stringent and avoid those situations in the first place. Right? And that's exactly what we're learning out of this parsha, from the insights of Rashi and Ramban. Right? Because we see, for the infinite game, right? Let's start with the finite game. For the finite game, we could rely on the things Hashem has commanded us, right? All these things, they're unbelievable. They allow us to live amazing, amazing lives here on this world. But to really be successful in the infinite game, we can't just rely on simply just going on base level. We have to go lifting mishur adin, like Rashi says. We have to go above and beyond what's expected of us, and with that, we'll really be able to be extremely successful in our infinite games, which in play makes our finite games great too. But as a whole, I give everyone a bracha that we'll all be matzliach, that we'll all be successful in both our finite and infinite games by going above and beyond, by learning from this week's parsha and all of the amazing information inside of it. And with that, I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.